Morning, folks. Welcome aboard. We sent to sort Facebook out. That's us now. Right, folks, that's Facebook sorted out. Good morning. It's Indy Two Davies news headline review on the 8th of the 10th, 2024. So, out the truck and at home in my office in Southern North Lanarkshire, where I have been the last few years. Well, it's overcast outside today, drizzly, still reasonably warm at 12 degrees. That's the weather for Southern North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like with you? Look at your own bloody window. There you go. Morning, Melanie. He's a couple more minutes to get on board. He's a bit slow this morning. I have to say, folks, I'm not in the best of form today. I've had an infection for the last few days. Felt great yesterday, not this morning. Feeling a wee bit rough. To be fair. So I am. So we'll get through this as quick as we can. There will be an after show chat. I don't know how lively I'll be in it, but hell. Anyway, Mad Monk 33 will drop the link into the comments after the video ends. Okay, let's move on and go on with this. Now, the Times is telling us this morning that number 10 crisis, bigger than grey. Apparently, Whitehall chiefs warn of dysfunction at number 10. And apparently, there's some bullying going on in the environment at number 10 as well. This doesn't look good 10 weeks in, but it is, the Tory press. So, but to be fair, they haven't looked as if they've hit the gun running. They looked as if they've hit the gravy train sliding. And I mean sliding. Anyway, the Herald goes on, an SNP bad story. Independent watchdog concerned over how freedom of information were dealt with. And the headline, Independent watchdog on attack over salmon case. I have no idea what that's about. Why this is making a headline? I thought the salmon case was done and done with. And he's moved on. And he's got himself a new political party to play with. This is just SNP bad nonsense. Keep drudging this stuff up in the hope they can rescue Labour's plummeting form here in Scotland and the wider UK. That's what this nonsense is in the Herald. Right, the Scottish Daily Fail, I think I've got this one, so we'll stick it up. Where are we? Here we go. The Scottish Daily Fail goes, amid extraordinary new claims about the extent of influence granted to peer who bought Starmer glasses, Tories demand come clean on what Lord Ali got for his cash. It's a fair question. It's a question we've all been asking. And that is, what's in it for this Ali character? What is it that this guy wants? Definitely wants something. And of course, as we know, when it came to cash for access, this guy was first out the blocks. He got a free pass for number 10 for his generous donations to the front bench. Don't know whether he's sitting in cabinet meetings or no. What sort of meetings he's been having with department heads. What sort of heads up he'll be getting when it comes to making investments. As he will know what the government's programme will be going forward. Especially in the way run up to this budget. So This is a valid question, even though it's a loony paper that's asking it. What is it these people want? We know what the Israel lobby want, and they've bought the front bench. They want the UK's support, UK's money, and UK's weapons to continue killing innocent people who they've dehumanised. But what is it that Ali wants? And who's behind them? Or who's in this wee group that are influencing Starmer? These are valid questions, folks. Right, let's move on. The National has. I'll put it up. This one's actually quite good. Because it does tell you a lot about the mindset of these people, what they think is Scotland. The National goes on. Gray's envoy title shows Labour colonial mindset. And to be fair, it does. What shows Labour's colonial mindset even more is the fact that they put the regions of England before the other nations in the Union. Her title is the Prime Minister's envoy to regions and nations of the UK. Now, the spokesperson for the SNP has apparently said appointment smacks of UK government confession that it doesn't understand Scotland. The UK government doesn't understand Scotland. UK government doesn't understand England, doesn't understand Wales, doesn't understand Northern Ireland, doesn't understand Ireland as a whole. The UK state couldn't give a fuck. The only thing the UK state cares about is control. And we've seen the way Starmer controls the Labour Party with an iron fist. But, as I say, doesn't he understand Scotland? The UK government doesn't understand Scotland. UK government doesn't understand nothing. Nothing at all. It's not designed to understand anything. It's designed to keep things ticking over, while a section of the population takes back everything that they ceded to us, the ordinary people, after the Second World War. So, the selling off of the utilities that we built and put into place after the Second World War, the selling off of the housing stock we built and put into place after the Second World War. In fact, the only thing that's fucking left is the NHS. But doesn't he understand Scots? The state doesn't give a fuck about England, Wales, Northern Ireland either. And doesn't he understand them either. They don't give a fuck. As I say, this has been a programme going on since the 80s, where that section of society that had to cede everything after the Second World War want it all fucking back. And they've almost got it all back now. Right, let's move on. Shall we? The loony right-wing rag, the Express, has lost the fucking plot this morning. So it is. So I'll put it up. This is not the sort of thing you expect to see in the loony right-wing rag, the Express. Now here we go. United against Labour's cruel winter fuel cut. Funny that, 14 years of Tory fucking austerity wiped out 340,000 fucking people here. There was nothing there about cuts in this loony rag. But to see it get behind the trade unions who are leading this charge, the United Trade Union actually, with Sharon Graham, but to see that in the Express, but to go a wee bit deeper into it, you know, pensioners mobilising and protesting outside the Parliament is something that Starmer really didn't need. I don't really know if Starmer and Reeves actually want to fuck with the Grey lobby, because the Grey lobby had an awful lot of power. An awful lot of power. And if they want to piss off the Grey lobby, this should be a pretty fucking short term of government. assure them. Right, the Scotsman goes on. Greens hint tax rises may see them back budget. So the Greens in the Scottish Parliament are looking at what the Scottish Government are thinking about doing. And obviously they've got their own agenda, certain taxes they want to put up. So they'll speak to the Scottish Government and hopefully it will see the budget pass, because if no, we'll have a Scottish general election, probably about April, May next year. Because there'll be 6 weeks of wrangling once the Parliament opens up again. The other parties will have the opportunity to present a budget to the Parliament that could be passed. And when all that fucking jiggery pokery is done, they'll collapse the Parliament and we'll go to the polls. The only thing that probably will stop that right now is Labour don't want a vote here in Scotland at this point in time. They don't, because they'll get their arse scalped. They will truly get their arse scalped. And that's what I'm talking about when we talk about the grey lobby. They get out and fucking vote. So, will the Greens see the SNP budget pass? I don't know whether the Greens want this Parliament crashed or whether they want an election or no. So I can't speculate on it. Really can't. Right, I'm going to bag the Rancid and the Sun, two outrageous rags, together today because they've gone the celebrity story. And it has to do with Paul Schofield apparently, and he's getting battered into his ex-co-host on the television, somebody called Holly Willoughby. Seen a picture in the paper, recognised it, don't really know who these people are. I remember Philip Schofield for Kiddies TV when I was young. So, but Holly Willoughby, I don't really know anything about her. And to be honest, I really don't care. Right, the eye runs on. I'll put it up. Because this one's lovely of putting up. Where is it? Wait, says I don't fucking have it. I haven't got it. Hold on, I'll get it. Because this one is a cracker. Right, I'll get it for you now. PM refuses to rule out military involvement if Israel attacks Iran. Keir Starmer warns MPs that the Middle East is close to the brink and in very real danger of a regional war after major escalation last week by the fucking Israelis. In toughening language towards Tehran, PM condemns Iran's malign role. He refuses to confirm that no British personnel, facilities or air bases would be used as part of the Israeli response to Iran's missile barrage. Comments lead to calls for UK action to be approved first by MPs. Israel, Hamas and Hezbollah all launched attacks marking the 1 year of conflict. So the Zionist cult member, who is Keir Starmer, is thinking about sending your loved ones off to war to fight for his fucking maniac cult who are carrying out mayhem in the Middle East. But he refuses to rule out sending the UK's puny 76,000 troops to fight on behalf of Israel. What does this make us look like, folks? Israel is being fucking looked at in the International Court of Justice for potentially committing a genocide. But a year in, it's no potential, it's fact. They've cut off all the essentials for life. They've destroyed the fucking infrastructure, including the medical infrastructure. And more people are now dying of fucking disease than they are of bullet wounds, as the people in Gaza are starved to death. What does this make us look like? What does it make the people look like? As I say, the eye was worth putting up. So Starmer wants to send our young people off to die for his fucking cult, which has committed genocide in Palestine. And has already presented a plan to the world to wipe Palestine off the face of the fucking map. In the United Nations, no less. Right, the Telegraph goes on. An anti-migration story as it pushes for Bojo and the Tories next to Brexit. And what this is telling us is that an Albanian fella, or woman, who has been deported for theft, is now back in the UK because of the European Court of Human Rights. Apparently, he was illegally deported because it didn't take into consideration his right to family life. Yeah, well, there you go. But as I say, we're going to see more of this. The Tories want us out of the European Court of Human Rights. They want to take away your human rights. As I said, the state's only interested in one fucking thing, and that is control. And if that means they need to strip you of your humanity to get it, they'll fucking do it. Look what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians. First they demonise them, stripping their humanity in the eyes of the Western world, and now they're fucking eradicating them. They're coming for your human rights, folks. But don't say you weren't fucking warned. You were warned about Brexit. You were warned about fucking Bojo becoming PM. You laughed at us and called us harbingers of doom. Fucking right. So much for doom. And we'll be right again. If the people of England don't wake up, then they're marching slowly over the edge of fascism. Because as a state, the only thing the state is interested in is fucking control. Right, the Metro goes on. Blast, death, horror. Now this is the story of an explosion at a flat in Alloa. I believe 1 dead, 3 injured. And they're looking into the cause of it. Probably a gas explosion. We'll find out more over the next couple of days as the investigation is finished. Right, and the star, what's the star on the day? Let's have a look. I have to say, it's not that funny the day. There it is. The star says somebody called Smithy and Nessa wed. Yes, treble S, it's occurred. Now, I don't know who these fucking people are, but apparently they get married. There you go. There you go. I have no idea who these fucking people are, but apparently they get married. And apparently it's noteworthy enough to make it into the front page of the papers. Right, that's what I've got for you today, folks. That's it. The scariest of the headlines: Starmer's wanting to put boots in the ground in the Middle East. They need to start fucking drafting people. Not enough fucking people he'd send to the Middle East. They say he couldn't put a battle group on the ground. Wow. Hey, killer, how are you? Morning, mate. You showed up just as I'm fucking off. Anyway, folks, I hope you found the analysis that I would give on the headlines each day. I hope you found them interesting. That's my take in the bollocks and papers. And it generally is bollocks. Is Starmer's government Starmer's government in number 10 in disarray? I would say so. Is Israel intent on setting the Middle East and maybe even the wider world in fire? I would say so. Wonder what the religious cult's fucking up to be honest with you. The Zionists. And they of the pensioners stirring. Aye, and Mr. Starmer better take care. Powerful lobby, the pension lobby. Alright. So, if you like this, folks, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button if you think your friends might be interested in it. And they say there will be an after show channel in Discord. Who will drop a link? I'll pop in about 11. Alright. Now, I will be back tomorrow morning to do it all again, no matter how I feel. Because, let's face it, somebody's got to discuss this bollocks. You guys have a nice day. Catch you all tomorrow.